Hey, what's good, YouTube subscribers? How y'all doing tonight? It's your boy MG5 back again with another sports video. And, I got my brother here, TG, as a guest. Say what's up, TG.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Yes, sir, y'all. We back again, you know what I'm saying? And, we're going to talk a little bit about college basketball. We got March Madness coming up next month, and, college basketball is hot right now. So, just getting straight into things. I guess the main question that we have right here, will UConn repeat? Can UConn two-peat? Looking at UConn, they're 20-2, 12-0 at home. They're on a 10-game win streak. What do you think, TG? You think UConn can repeat?
Man, I'm not a UConn fan, man, but, proof is in the pudding, man. It is what it is. These guys all look like professionals, man. And right now, man, it is kind of looking like UConn might actually come out with that second dub, man. So, that's what we're going to do right now, man, is we're going to take a look to see if there's any other teams that can match up with UConn and take that title from them.
Yep. Yes, sir. And we're going to be giving y'all a few teams that we think that can go on a national championship run. A few dark horses out there and, a couple underdogs, you know what I'm saying? But just to start things off with UConn, they got 5 guys and scoring double figures, you know what I'm saying? They're averaging about 81 points per game as a team. They're playing real team basketball right now, man. And, they're on a 10-game win streak. They're just looking real. You know what I'm saying? They're looking real. And they got, like I said, they got 5 guys averaging more than 10 points. So that's pretty good right there. They're actually one of the teams that I have that can, win the national championship. I have a few other teams that I think that can go on that type of run. Purdue, North Carolina, and Kansas, man. Kansas, you know what I'm saying? What's some teams you think that can go on that championship run, TG?
Man, I'm definitely looking at Kansas, man. That's my top team, man. To get up in there and give UConn a run for their money, man. Second team that I kind of have in there, man, that I feel is strong enough to even contend, man, would probably be. It's a tough one, man. It's probably going to be Marquette, man. Marquette's looking pretty good this year. And then just to kind of take back a little bit on UConn, man. These guys are strong, and you got Tristan Newton, man. This guy's averaging in 22 games that he's played. He's averaging 15.9 points per game. He's playing about 32.9 minutes in those 22 games, man. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Cam Spencer, man, solid 22 games, 32 minutes, 15 points. 4.5 rebounds, 3 assists, and then, they're big men. These guys are shit, and they're in the double digits. You got Alex Carban. This guy's getting 14.5, and Donovan Klingen, and this big guy is getting 12.3 points a game, man. So, and let's not, he's also getting, all of these guys are getting over 5 rebounds a game, man. So these guys are playing team basketball, man. So, to now, figure out that dark horse team in the third slot from you, my man, it's probably going to be, like I said, it's a tough one. Even though Kentucky has lost their game this weekend, man, that's the only other team that I think can, as of right now, the other team I think that can contend in the top 3 spots. And what do you got as like your 4, 5, and 6 pick?
Yeah, man. At my 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, man. Hold on. Just looking at these stats, man. Since we talking about them. Hey, UConn, They are playing real team basketball. I'm looking at Kansas stats right now since both of us, we got them, up there as that squad. They got two of the best scorers in the country. You know what I'm saying? They looking real nice, man. Kevin McCullough Jr., senior, averaging, I believe is 19.7, pretty much 20 points per game. And then they got their center. He putting up about 19 points per game. So, and 11 rebounds. So I think Kansas, man, they got two scorers out there that could really do damage. Looking at Purdue, they probably have the best big man in the country, man. Looking at Purdue, this dude right here, Zach 80, 7'4", 300 pounds, man. That dude's a real force, averaging 23 points and 12 rebounds per game, 11.6, but 12 rebounds per game, man. That dude's real, man. That's real. But to answer your question, I've already said I had as the teams I have as favorite winning the championship right now. I stated earlier, UConn, Purdue, Kansas, and North Carolina. But some of the other teams that I'm looking at, man, that I feel like that can be like a potential dark horse, I'm going to have to go with Hold on, man. Let me think about this one. There's some teams out there, man. I think I'm going to have to go with, I think Houston. I like Houston. Even though they just lost to Kansas. I still like Houston. Houston, Iowa State, and even Oregon, bro. I don't really see that's the thing. I don't really see any California teams or in the top 25, but I would even go with San Diego State, man, because of their defense. That's an underdog team to look out for.
Gotcha. So my 4, 5, and 6, man, you definitely got two of mine, which is going to be 4 going to be Purdue, 5 is going to be North Carolina, and my dark horse at number 6, they're not even ranked, man. It's probably going to be Arizona, man. Arizona's looking pretty good. I know these group of guys, man, been playing together for a couple years, man. You got Caleb Love, man, 31 minutes, 19 points per game. Umar Ballo. This is a big guy, man. This guy right here, he's kind of doing it all, man. He's getting 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 in each category, assists, steals, and blocks, man. So, Kashad Johnson, man, 21 games, 26 minutes, 11.9 points, 6.2 rebounds. I mean, these guys play, they got about 7 guys that seem to be kind of playing, man, on a regular basis. They kind of split time. They've all played in 21 games, and they got some guys coming off the bench, man. That they got some depth. They got some experience in their depth. And so I think I'm going to go with them at my 6. Those are my top 6 teams to kind of give UConn a run for their money. Now, as we're looking at teams that aren't even in yet, you still got Gonzaga, which I think is going to make the tournament, and Seton Hall, I believe, is going to make the tournament, and let's see who else is out there. Another sleeper team, man, Washington State, man.
Washington State.
Yeah, I got a feeling they're going to come in at like number 2, man, in their top 3 in the Pac-12. Not exactly sure how many teams are going to get in, but they seem to be kind of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They've only lost 5 games this year.
Okay, yes, sir, man. Hey,
17-5.
17-5. Okay, Washington State.
17-5, 8-3 in their conference, and they're actually number 2 in the Pac-12 to Arizona.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Arizona. Hey, you might be on to something with Arizona, man. They don't really have those teams in the top 25, man. I feel like they kind of disrespecting a little bit. The Pac-12 and then some teams out here on the West Coast, man, to be honest. I know St. Mary's is balling out too. They're undefeated in their conference with Gonzaga. They just beat Gonzaga last night. That might be a sleeper team right there. And if Memphis can get it together, man, they're not doing too well like in their conference, I believe. But if they can get it together, they do have some talent over there, man. They just got to get it together. I feel like those are a couple underdog teams to look out for, man, that no one's really even talking about. And then, like I mentioned earlier, San Diego State. The only reason why I talk about San Diego State is because of that defense. You know, they rode on that defense last year, and we all saw it took them to the national championship, and they fell to UConn. So, hey, don't sleep on San Diego State, man. That defense, defense wins games. So, but yeah, man, there's a few teams out there. I feel like that could give UConn a run for their money. If I really had to rank them, I think when I look at Purdue, man, I think Purdue, they just have the best big men in the country. So I feel like they could, as long as they control the boards and they don't turn the ball over, they could do something, or they can beat UConn. I got to go with my Kansas Jayhawks. You already know. When we can shoot the lights out, man, when we're on, and we got two of the best scorers. We have one of the best guards, one of the best big men in the country. So, and we have one of the best coaches in the country too. So, hey, shout out to the Jayhawks, man. We're going to see what we can do. And then, North Carolina, they're nice, bro. They got a few players that are in double figures as well. But at the end of the day, man, UConn, they're just looking like they're playing that team basketball, brother. Dang, man, do you think UConn's going to two-peat?
Nah, man. Like I said, man. There's some teams that they'd have to go through, man. And depending on how this tournament is aligned, that's kind of going to give us the outcome of this. If they get on the weaker side, if they remain in the number one slot, you know what I mean, and go through the season at number one, obviously they're going to get the weaker end of the bracket. But if some other teams, stronger teams, wind up on that other side of the bracket with them, they got to go through some challenges. They got to go through Kansas, if Kansas ends up on that side of the bracket. They're going to have to go through Arizona. These are sleeper teams, though. These are strong sleeper teams. They're going to have to go through Washington State, if they make it in. They're going to have to go through North Carolina, Houston. Like I said, and it's a new season when you get to that tournament. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be able to see how this thing is going to shape out, man. And, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And these are just predictions, but man, I'm excited, man. And I can't wait for us to actually sit down and do our 68 official 68.
Oh, that's going to be lit, bro. That's going to be lit. All right. I guess one more question, for this college basketball. Do you have any early picks, like anybody that you just, that you believe that's going to win the national championship? I know you just gave me a list of teams or schools and stuff, but is there anyone that you favorite that you're like, I'm going to go with them?
My predictions, man, is it's gonna be a tough one, brother. My early prediction, man, is I like the underdog teams, man. So, I'm going with Kansas, man. Kansas Jayhawks to ultimately win this national thing as of right now.
All right, yes sir, man. And I'm going to have to, I'll second that. I got Kansas as of right now. Not my final prediction, just an early pick. I have Kansas winning the national championship. Or I'll go with Houston. I know Kansas just beat Houston, but I think Houston, they're still a really good team. And they're an underdog squad. And, so I'm going to go with that. But, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? And, we'll definitely catch y'all for the next one. Yes, sir, y'all. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that.